So I was... Hi, I'm the Chainsawing Yeti. This is part 2 of the story of Louisiana and how it was a little crazy. It was a little fun, but I just had to get out of there because I was getting sick. But, alright, so then I woke up that morning. I was talking with my wife and we had discussed about the boar. Well, I figured I would take a quick walk while Steve from Metal and Wood was sleeping, and I'd survey the property and kind of see what kind of animals were running around. I figured that'd be the best idea. And there was wolves and everything. Tracks, coyote tracks, boar tracks, bobcat tracks. There was poop everywhere. Like, there was plenty of sign of the predators that they were in there. So I got back. Steve was up. We ate some breakfast. It was alright. He knows how to cook some stuff pretty good. He needs to learn how to cook bacon and eggs a little bit better. He doesn't cook them so good. They're a little runny, and the bacon's a little pink still. So, not my kind of eat, but I ate it anyway because I was hungry. So I sat there and talked to him, and he was telling me how him and his wife used to feed an alligator some chicken. Now, if we all know anything about some alligators, it's not a good idea to be going down and feeding them. They are not your friend. And that you can get more information on stuff like that from a very good expert. His name's Troy Landry. He does swamp people, he catches crocodiles, he takes people out on guided hunts and stuff down in Louisiana. He knows a lot about the wildlife down there. I used to be a very avid woodsman before I moved here to Illinois. I used to go hunting until I was probably 20 years old, and then we moved down here for 6 years. And I just kind of lost being able to hunt and stuff here in Illinois. It's a city, there ain't much to do like that. But I know better when I go into areas than to not know what predators and stuff are there, so I did research. Well, then after breakfast there, and everything like that, and he was telling me that, he was like, alright, let's get started on the day. I'm going to show you my equipment. So I was all like, oh cool. He was telling me about this on the phone before I got down here, how good of equipment he had, and well, he had good equipment, but it was stuck in the mud and broke down kind of a little bit. So we had to fix it before we could get it so we could use it. And you guys can see, we tried to do a video with ether. I did not know there was water in the tire. Ether does not work if there's water in the tire because the gas can't expand. All it does is sits there and burns. So make sure your tire's empty of water, please. Otherwise, you're just going to burn it up. But that trick does work. So yeah, we got all that going. We finally got the tire off. We brought it to town. We went to a Midas and we got it popped back on and everything. Well, while we were there, he was supposed to buy me some things when we went to the Walmart. Well, we pull up at the Walmart, and all of a sudden he's asking me if I have cash and stuff for the stuff that I need or whatever. So I look at him and I was like, well, yeah, I got a little bit of cash, but I thought you were supposed to be handling all this as part of me coming down to help you out. So I don't know what happened there, or if there's a misunderstanding or what, but yeah, I ended up paying for all my stuff. I had to buy new chargers and everything because all my stuff got wet. Kind of a pain. So, well, then Steve liked taking 10-minute naps. Well, let me tell you, Mr. Steve's 10-minute naps are not 10-minute naps, alright? We're talking about 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours he naps. So one day I was kind of tired of being stuck out there. I had asked him if I could get him to take me to go get a shower. I noticed I was getting a little too dirty. I have HS, which is an autoimmune disease, which causes pustules and I get boils. So then I start getting sick, and I have to have a Humira pen, which takes care of it. But you also got to keep yourself clean too. Like, you got to do normal washing and stuff, which I couldn't do. Well, I went walking into town to go to the local market and see kind of what was there. I was hoping for a truck stop so I could take a shower quick, but that was not what happened. So I walked 5 miles. But I wasn't stupid when I did it. I had a handgun on me. I talked to, wow, I don't know how many locals. They were some of the nicest people I've ever met. Steve isn't from Louisiana. He kept telling me not to trust the people down there, but I didn't meet anything but nice people down there. The only one that kind of seemed like they were trying to do anything janky was Steve. He was trying to keep me out on that property because he got mad when I went out to the gas station. Well, by the time he finally called me when he woke up, I was only 30 minutes away from his property. And I was getting a ride in somebody's truck. So, I got back there right away. I told him I seen a deer that had got hit. And he asked me if we wanted to go pick it up, so I was like, yeah. You know, I figured he knew what was going on around there. It was all legal the way we were going to do it and everything. And so we got some deer meat and stuff. And, you know, I kind of started talking to him while I was processing that deer up, and he, you know, started yelling at me like I was a little kid or something, you know. I'm a grown-ass man. I kind of know what I'm doing. I've, you know, walked places before and dealt with wildlife and everything. So, and I had my gun, as I said before. So I started to feel like there was some crazy Buffalo Bill type things were going on. Like I would wake up tied up in that container and no one would be able to find me. So I set my wife location tag. But alright, we'll be hitting you with part 3. Thank you.